Hi everyone. So sorry, actually we disconnected from the previous class. So we are doing this only collision theory. We are writing down the postulates, right? So what are the postulates we have? So write down the first one, that reactant molecules are considered as hard sphere. Okay, reactant molecules are considered as a hard sphere. Number 2, write down, there is no force of attraction. There is no force of attraction or repulsion. Force of attraction or repulsion between the reactant molecules. Between the reactant molecules. So this is the second postulate we have. So reactant molecules are considered as a hard sphere. There is no force of attraction or repulsion between the reactant molecules. Okay, and number 3, write down that only those collisions resulting product formation only those collisions resulting product formation in which the colliding molecules satisfied two conditions. Okay, so only those collisions resulting product formation in which colliding molecules satisfied those two conditions. Okay, so what are the conditions we have? So number 1, it requires an activation energy. Okay, so write down, number A is what? Activation energy. Okay, and number 2, okay, or B, that is called proper orientation of the molecules. Okay, so proper orientation of molecule. So these are the two factors we have. Okay, one is your activation energy and the second one is what? Proper orientation of molecule. Okay, so you know how to reach the activation energy. Okay, so basically suppose here you have reactant has to cross this barrier, then only it will convert into the product. Okay, this is your activation energy. So if by the collisions, if they are achieving that amount of energy or they are able to cross this energy barrier, then only they will convert into product molecules. If they are not able to reach up to that energy level, so that means they cannot be converted into the product. Okay, so these are the two things. So one is your activation energy, second thing is what? Proper orientation of the molecule. Okay, proper orientation of the molecule. Fine. So see, here we have basically derivation kind of things, but we will avoid the derivation because that derivation will take time. Okay, So I'm writing down the formulas, okay, which is basically easy to remember. And in exam also, if you see your previous year questions, they're asking questions from the numerical sides only, okay. So you have to know the formula, that's it, okay. So first of all, write down that if all collisions are effective, we are assuming this, that suppose all collisions are effective, okay, all collisions are effective, okay, all collisions are effective. So that means what? So that means rate depends on frequency of collision, okay. Rate depends on what? Rate depends on frequency of collision, frequency of collision, or what? Collision rate. Collision rate, that is what? So that means you will get maximum rate, okay. If all the collisions are becoming effective, so there the rate you will get maximum rate, okay. Now suppose I have two reactant molecules, so I am doing this A plus A, okay. Then here the rate constant is your Kr, and they are converting into the product P, okay. So what we have to find out here, we have to find out this, write down the number of collisions, number of collisions per unit time, per unit volume, per unit volume, and per unit time, okay. So that means within 1 second and 1 centimeter square area, how much collisions we are getting, okay. So here if you see that both the reactants are of same, okay, so that means they have same size only, okay. So that actually we represent like this ZAA. So this ZAA is known as your collision rate, okay. This represents your collision rate, okay. If we derive this, so we will get one equation. So what is the equation we are getting? 1 by root over 2 pi sigma square mu bar Na star square, okay. So as you know, pi is a constant, okay, 3.14 only. Sigma is what? Sigma is your collision diameter, okay. Sigma is your collision diameter, okay. Mu bar, that is what? That is your average speed, okay. Mu bar is your average speed, okay. And Na is your Avogadro numbers, okay. But what is the thing here? Here both the molecules we are considering same, okay. Both the reactant molecules are same only. So suppose I have this one molecule, okay, this is your one reactant molecule A, okay, and this is another reactant molecule, we have A, okay. So these are the two A molecules we have, they are colliding with each other, okay. So as you know that this is what? This is the radius of one sphere, that will be what? That is, I can write down RA, and if I draw this one, so that is radius of the another sphere, right? So that is your sigma, okay, that is your sigma A. So basically what I can write down, that sigma A, collision diameter means what? Internuclear distance between the two atoms, okay, internuclear distance between the two atoms. So sigma A is equal to what? Is equal to RA plus RA, so which is what? Basically 2RA, okay. Or I can write down that what is the radius of this atom? RA is equal to what? RA is equal to sigma A divided by 2, okay. So that is your sigma A, okay, collision diameter, okay. collision diameter. Fine. Okay, fine. And another we have average speed mu bar. So here we have a formula. Basically in your gaseous chapter in BSc you have done this kind of formula, average speed. So that is root over of what? Root over of 8 kbt divided by what? Pi m. Okay, here you can write down mass of what? Mass of this A atom. So this is your average speed in gaseous chapter you guys have done. Mu bar is equal to root over of 8 kbt divided by pi into ma. Okay, and what remains? This Na star. Okay, so Na star I am writing here. What is your Na star? So Na star is equal to number of molecules of A, number of molecules of A per unit volume per unit time. Okay, per unit volume per unit time. So now I hope all the things are clear. Okay, what are the terms we are using here? Pi is a constant, 3.14. Okay, sigma is what? Collision diameter. So basically it is the internuclear distance. Okay, mu bar is what? That is your average speed. What is the formula I have written here? And Na star is what? That is the number of molecules of A per unit volume per unit time. Okay, so this formula you have to remember. The collision rate for this kind of molecule AA. Suppose you have hydrogen or this kind of thing. Okay, fine. Another thing we have, so another thing you have to know, suppose this sigma we are writing very simply sigma A. So basically sigma is equal to what? Sigma is equal to this thing, sigma A plus sigma A divided by 2. So that means the collision diameter for both the molecules, so you will get sigma A here only. Okay, sigma A means what? That is the diameter. What is sigma A? You can write down clearly. Sigma is write down that diameter of one colliding atom. Okay, of one colliding atom. Okay, but here both the atoms are same only. But suppose we have different reactant molecules A plus B. Now they are giving you product P. Initially we have same reactant molecule A plus A. Here we have A plus B. Okay, A plus B. So that time the reaction rate, collision rate, you have to write down like this, ZAB. Okay, here you will not get 1 by root over 2, that is not present here. So pi, okay, sigma square, then you have mu bar N A star into NB star. Initially we have Na star whole square because both the molecules are A only, so there we have Na star into Na star. Here you have two different molecules, so Na star into NB star. Okay, Na star into NB star. Fine. Now sigma, what is the sigma we have? So sigma, okay, this collision diameter is equal to what? Here it will be RA plus what? RB. Okay, so because we have two different reactant molecules, so suppose this is your A and this is your B. Okay, so their radius will be different, right? So suppose this is your RA and this is your RB. Now we just write down RA is equal to what? RA is equal to sigma A by 2, right? So here I can write down RA is equal to what? Sigma A by 2. Similarly RB is equal to what? I can write down sigma B by 2. So basically what we are getting, sigma is equal to what? Sigma is equal to, here we are getting sigma A plus sigma B divided by 2. Okay, so sigma A plus sigma B divided by 2. Okay, sigma A plus sigma B divided by 2. Now here one thing is extra. So suppose this one mu bar, which is your what? Mu bar means what? average speed, right? So mu bar is equal to what? Initially we have written root over of what? 8 kbt, right? 8 kbt divided by what? Pi m, but here you have to write down pi mu. Okay, see here we have only one type of molecule, that's why we are writing pi into ma, but here we have different kinds of molecules a and b both, so that's why I am writing pi mu. Okay, mu. Mu is what? Mu already you know, mu is actually known as what? Reduced mass, right? In physical spectroscopy all these things we will do again, so no need to worry. Okay, we have a formula, mu is equal to what? Mu is equal to ma mb, okay, divided by ma plus mb. Okay, that is actually your mu. Okay, ma mb divided by what? Ma plus mb. Okay, fine, these things are done. Done. So now what we can write down, that whatever the collision rate we are getting, that is what? That is actually the maximum rate. Okay, because we are assuming that all collisions are effective. Okay, if all collisions are effective,